Yeah. Hey, welcome back. Today we're talking about So What, man? So what? Medium jazz tune, Miles Davis, intro, there's a guitar line, like a guitar melody line, some horns that punch. We're going to learn those two things on the guitar today. We're going to play this in exactly 133 beats per minute at 4/4 at common time. And we start in the key of D minor. It's D Dorian, we'll call it Dorian, so it's the key of C major scale, right? So that's the really important thing to remember. But today we're just introducing ourselves to the song. We're getting familiar with, broke out my Jazz 2 pick today just for this occasion. And we're starting with, the melody is up to speed. I'm going to demonstrate it for you right here. You can hang 10 or fast forward. I would recommend you watch it, because the guitar is a very sensitive instrument, isn't it? And we could easily overplay. We could easily just overlook tone production, and we don't want to do that, do we? So here's the melody. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So we're going to talk about improvising over that in a minute. We're going to talk about how to deliver chord patterns over that. We're also, or underneath that and supporting that. But you'll notice back, if you rewound it, if you go back to the B section where we move up a half step to E flat minor 7, you're going to notice that I was thinking about going to the store and buying some bread, and I forgot to get back to the lead in to the D minor. So I was late for that. And so that's what this kind of song does to us. We really are focused, we're driven to pay attention, to be devoted to the song of the moment and not the bread at the store, right? So here we go. We're starting with the melody, and we're going to break the melody down really quickly, okay? So it's a quarter, an eighth note rest followed by an eighth note. And I'm just going to explain this so you can visualize it. I'm not going to put any other means. I'm not going to put any visual symbols to hang that meaning to on the screen today. I'm just going to ask that we just communicate about it. So this is the same way we would be looking at the lead sheet, right, when we show up for the studio. So there's an eighth note rest followed by an eighth note, which is the D on fret 5. 2, 3, 4, 1. So that's what it sounds like. Then we move up to, on the downbeat of 2, we're moving up to the A note on fret 7 on the D string. Then we move up on the end of 2 to the 7, the 6th degree of the scale on fret number 9 on the D. Then we work through the upper half, the upper tetrachord of the Dorian mode. Here's the Dorian mode. Here's what the Dorian mode looks like at 1 octave on the guitar in position 5. And then we start our descent on the D note again. So we always start and stop on the root notes of the scale. That way our brains can tonicize things, right? The first time around we use that approach note, we don't stop there. We have a long note, followed by a quarter note dotted, and then an eighth note. So we're using E minor 7, and we drop down a whole step. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Whoop, 2, 3, 4, 1. Oh, it's a long note. Half note. Actually, it's a whole note, but so what we're going to have to do is make it feel like we're the horn section coming in as an afterthought. So that's another reason why we don't take the time most of the time to slow down and really absorb these songs. If you listen to the recording, that punch, those rhythmic or harmonic punches, are completely separate from the bass guitar line. So that's the A section pretty much. There's a different section, different ending each time around. So it's 2, 3, 4, 1. Long note, punch, punch. 2 short notes, punch, punch. Long note. And then I told you so. Then we start it again. Back to long. Then we move up to the E flat or E flat minus 7. Same rhythms. Long notes here. And then I told you so, didn't I? Then we come out of that to the finish line. And then what we do is we comp right here. Back around one more time. Up a half step. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, take, 3, 4, 1, 2, back down to D minor 7 for the last 8. Okay, so that's what we did there. Now what we're going to do is we're going to talk about how to play the melody, or how to just kind of improvise. The very first note that Miles plays on that really famous album is 2 octaves, squarely on downbeats, right? So it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So we're going to learn how to solo over the song, and it's just basically, you know, C major scale. So if you got the C major scale, you got the C major scale, sure you do. So it's okay, 3 notes per string. Doesn't mean we have to to play all three notes all the time. Okay, so what we're looking at here is turning that into, we're not really playing C major. What we're going to do is tonicize that on the second degree of the scale, right? So we've got C major here, D minor 7, and then, right, D minor 7 is basically the same thing as C major scale, starting on fret 5, 5, 6, no, 5, 7, 8, 5, 7, stretch, 5, 7, stretch. And then we've got the, we're going to change, because we're playing that minor thing here, we've got to change that up. With the 6, we've got to be on fret number 7 on the high E string. Okay. Well, anyway, that's so what, man? That's the rhythmic section, and that's all we're talking about for today. Let's regroup another time, and we'll talk some more about playing some more chords and some melodies over the song. Okay, we'll see you soon. Until then, happy picking.